Alright, welcome back. So in the last video, you saw me put the cold coconut oil on top of our homemade heater, right? Kill two birds with one stone, or three. We got heat, we got light. In fact, look how much heat we have just with the lanterns and the mylar. I was starting to sweat and had to put my hair up, and it's 40s and raining and stuff outside. But okay, so anyways, here's our coconut oil, and I'm actually going to put some food up here now to reheat. Oops, and maybe I actually should wait on that until I'm not doing the video and I can give it my attention. Yes, don't be stupid. Alright, so, you saw how easy it was to make the deodorant. Let me take that lid off here, and I'll show you what that looks like while we're here. And, oops, let me set this down. Okay, so yeah, see the consistency now? It's starting to look more like a paste, and as it's cooling back off, you know, I just stir it up occasionally so that it doesn't separate, you know, the oil go to the top and it's all mixed in nicely. So yeah, it's getting there. So alrighty, now let's put that one there so I don't get them mixed up. I actually don't want to put that one in my toothpaste. So it's just me, but all right, so toothpaste. We're going to start with the same ingredients, as I said, for homeless healthcare and any other person who wants to be more self-sufficient. Baking soda, right? And baking soda, now that I can buy bigger boxes of things. And coconut oil. Now, I actually couldn't find my spirulina. I like to put spirulina in it, and I don't know, that's one of the hardest things about living this way, is I always have, there's boxes in the house, there's boxes at work, there's boxes here, there's boxes in the car, and I have to try to remember each day what I need wherever I'm going to be. So I also am missing a few essential oils, but whatever. So this toothpaste, again, just like deodorant, you can make it as simple as coconut oil and baking soda, yeah? And on those measurements, you want to do half and half. However, I'm going to take mine up a notch just because I love the healing benefits of DE, diatomaceous earth, and calcium bentonite clay. So I've got my DE here. And by the way, if you do want DE, it's also good for bugs. It's also good for internal parasites. You know, you can put a little in your water each day, sprinkle it on or around your pets. You can use it in the garden to mineralize the soil and repel bugs. It's just multifaceted. And for best case scenario, you don't want to go to a health food store and buy a little bit because they're going to totally rip you off. A pound might end up costing you 20 bucks. Go to a feed store, get food grade, right, diatomaceous earth, and then you get 50 pounds for like 20 bucks. So yeah, share it with a friend, right? Okay, and then calcium bentonite clay. So we're going to do the same thing here. Let me see if I can put the phone down again and still see what's going on. Okay, all right, so we're gonna get the baking soda. And we're going to fill this up. So here you want about a 1-to-1 ratio, coconut and baking soda. And again, you don't have to do any of this. You can use just baking soda. You can use coconut oil and baking soda. You can use just essential oils, these toxic toothpaste. And for those of you who, you know, are on the fence about it, just go look on the warning label on your toothpaste. And it says, warning, call poison control immediately. Yeah, I've swallowed more than a pea size. And fluoride, hello, causes dental fluorosis, which is what? The browning and decay, rotting of the teeth. It's also known to eat holes in your brain. Okay? So we're going to mix up the baking soda and the coconut oil. And again, just like the deodorant, we're going to keep stirring it up and make sure there's no clumps because we want everything to mix evenly. All right. And then I'm going to take some DE, put this in here as well. And by the way, as far as the DE and in your garden and stuff, if you are using it in the garden already, you know that once it gets wet, it's deactivated as far as they're little like honeycomb, you know, fossilized, look like honeycomb, so you know, microscopic. So when the bugs eat it, it is a violent death, let it be known, and that's how it kills parasites in your system, in your pets, etc. So it's not going to be, you know, now that it's wet, right, that's not going to happen. We're just going to be getting the minerals, which is silica, which turns to what? Calcium. So we're going to get natural calcium, not from lymphatic pus from other animals. Yeah, we are the only species that drinks other animals' lymphatic pus. Anyways, that's another, I've done those videos. Now I'm going to put some calcium bentonite clay, which again, even by itself, well, it has many benefits as far as for your teeth, remineralizing and also making whiter, yeah. And calcium bentonite, which I learned long ago when I was in a wheelchair, thank you Nurse Olivia, helped me detoxify. And I was taking about a quarter teaspoon or so every morning on an empty stomach, mixing it in water with a bamboo stick and swallowing it. And what that does is help rid your body. It bonds with harmful chemicals, toxins, heavy metals, etc., and helps you poop it right out. So again, all of these ingredients I use are multifaceted. So now that this looks pretty pasty, let's see, still got to mix it up. I see some chunks in there. If we did have the spirulina, we would be adding that right now, and then instead of brown, because of the clay, it would be green. So it's not pretty. And you know, some people like to add stevia or other sweeteners or even glycerin. Glycerin will definitely sweeten it up. I personally am not a fan for glycerin on my teeth, only because I found out that it does protect your teeth, right, so well that it actually blocks the absorption of these minerals. And for those of you who are trying to heal tooth, gum, mouth infections, decay, cavities, receding gums, gingivitis, etc., this and our combination of essential oils we're going to use is going to help with that. And let's not forget, if you have not seen my oil pulling videos of what these oils and coconut can do for your teeth, please go check those out, oil pulling videos. So now that we have that, just like before, we are going to get our essential oils. And I've talked about these individually in another video, but here we're going to use some clove. Yeah, and these are all antibacterial, many of them anti-infectious, like oregano, which, wow, talk about, I mean, this is so powerful. One of the world's greatest antibiotics known to man, yeah? Oregano, you should always have this. I mean, if it can heal my tetanus infection, if it can heal Ricky's gangrene, it's pretty good stuff. So I'm also going to use cinnamon in here. So far we have cinnamon, clove, and oregano. Again, you don't have to use any of these. You can use any combination of these. I'm using them because of their synergistic properties together. And the flavor is going to be a heck of a lot better. You can also, so here's peppermint, again, from peppermintgym.com. And we'll use a lot of that. Okay. And we're also going to put just a little bit of myrrh in here. And I talked about that in another video, but yeah, just a little drop of that. And that's also good for respiratory infections. So that little bit, I'm going to rub it into, or I am rubbing it into my chest right now. So I have some tea tree, of course, everybody knows, ancient times, wonderful antibacterial, antifungal. I mean, best thing. I mean, even my mom, who was like totally into pharmaceuticals, whatever the doctor says, even she had tea tree oil for her gum infections. I'm sure all your grandparents did. And here I'm also going to put a little wintergreen. I think it makes it a little bit sweeter. I like the bite. And again, you know, the mints are all anti-infectious, antifungal, antibacterial. So while you're brushing your teeth, you're also going to be helping them out. And we've discussed before how essential oils are absorbed through your skin, right? They're transdermal and all the way into whatever it needs. So you can literally treat an infection, a boil, a cyst, whatever, mouth and gum infection, just by putting those oils directly on the outside. So I'm putting them in the toothpaste. I also use oregano and peppermint. Oh, I forgot. We have lemon and eucalyptus. I guess I'm just not supposed to use those today. But yeah, so I would have remembered. So I'm just going to finish it up here like this. Let's give it a little taste. It's not going to be, actually it's pretty good. That's why you want to keep that mint and cinnamon and wintergreen in there. You are going to have that little salty flavor and stuff. Let me add some more mint. Again, if you want to sweeten it up with stevia or something else, be my guest. I just, unfortunately, the thing about stevia, unless you're growing it self, I guess I'll just say this, stevia is green, it's not white. If it's in the store and it's white, and it's a white powder, it is not stevia, and it is mixed with aspartame and bleached, best case scenario. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, so that's it. I'll keep stirring, and I guess I won't waste any more of your time, but that's it for toothpaste. Again, you could use just essential oils, you could use just coconut oil, you could use just baking soda, you could use just those together or two of them together or whatever. I just prefer using the other things. I saw a major improvement when I was using this before. So yay, I hope this helped, and take care. See you next time.